Hey folks, what are your choices for health insurance for 2018 if you're not covered under a group health insurance plan? Find out next. Hey there folks, if you don't have health insurance through an employer's group plan for 2018, you've got a few options. They're limited options, but you do have a few options. So let's get right to them. I'm going to give you the 6 options that I've found for health insurance for 2018. If you know of other options, please let me know. I'm happy to pass those along to everyone else, and interested for my own sake, of course, too, since I'm in this situation as well. Thank you. Let's get to the list. Number 1 is going through the Healthcare.gov marketplace. So what you'll find is that there are fewer options this year. A lot of health insurance companies have left the marketplace and premiums have gone up drastically. That's option 1. Option 2. Option 2 is to go directly to an insurance company and buy an individual healthcare policy through them. I recommend going to ehealthinsurance.com to see what insurance carriers are selling those individual policies in your state. In my case, in Georgia, it's the exact same folks selling the same policies with the same premiums. But it's worth checking. That's option 2. Option 3. Option 3 is not maybe the best option out there, but it's an option, so I'm going to throw it out there. Option 3 is to pay the penalty for not purchasing an Affordable Care Act compliant plan and buying what's called critical illness insurance. So this would be something to cover if there was maybe more of a catastrophic healthcare issue that comes up for you. So how to make a decision on this policy is to decide, okay, can I take the risk, I'm fairly healthy, of paying out of pocket for, let's say, the flu or a broken arm, pay the penalty for not being in the Affordable Care Act plan, and then save money by the reduced premiums that come along with having one of these critical illness plans. Okay, there's some math around that, and it's some assumption of risk too, but it's an option. That's option 3. Option 4, kind of like option 3, you can pay the penalty for not having an Affordable Care Act compliant plan, and you can have what's called short-term health insurance, or have what's called a short-term health insurance plan. So it's exactly like health insurance. It works in the same way, but the policies run up until 90 days or like 89 days. Sometimes they'll go for a month. It just depends. It's an option, and you just have to renew every time. One of the caveats here is that these short-term plans do have a little bit of medical underwriting, which means they're going to have to ask you some questions about your general health, which may cause you to be denied insurance, depending on if you're healthy or not. Something to keep in mind. That's option 4. Okay, I had to remember how many that was. Option 5. Okay, if you are a business owner that unfortunately you need more than one employee, you can go ahead and create a group plan for you and your employees. So you and your employees would have to be on it, but you could potentially save quite a bit of money being on a group plan by establishing one for your company. Unfortunately, if you're a solopreneur, you're kind of screwed on that one. I feel you. I'm doing the same thing. That's option 5. Okay, so option 6. Option 6 is something called MediShare. Now, MediShare I would characterize as a crowdsource group medical expense sharing community. It's kind of a new concept, and I think it's fascinating. It was started by a nonprofit for Christians as an alternative to the marketplace plans. Now, what I think is interesting about MediShare is that it is an ACA compliant plan. So if you go with MediShare, you would avoid the penalty for not choosing a marketplace plan. So that's truly interesting. Now, how it works is you pay a monthly premium, and that's determined by your age, the number of people in your household, and your general health. And as you have expenses, you're reimbursed by MediShare for a portion, if not all of those. So if you're a Christian, it's something to look out for. For me, I was out of curiosity, checked out the premiums and it was higher than the marketplace plan, so it may not work for you. But if you've got dependents, if you've got a family, I encourage you to check it out. If you're not a Christian and you haven't seen the light because of the increase in your health insurance premiums, unfortunately, it's not going to be for you. But it's an option. So there you go. Okay, folks, those are my 6 options for healthcare for 2018 if you're not going to be part of a group health insurance plan. I'm sorry if none of those were mind-blowing money saving, but that's kind of what's out there right now. If I've left something off this list, please let me know. I'd love to pass that along, and I'm curious for myself as well. And let me know what you're going to do. Are you going to stay on the marketplace plans, or are you going to do something else? I'm really super curious about that. So thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers. I didn't describe that very well, did I? Hey there, folks. Hey, don't get on there. Get in your bed. Get in your bed. Okay, dang it. Let me do this. Oh yeah, that's great. All right, so option 6. Make sure I get that